Let's turn to a guest who's been waiting very patiently as we discuss the Miami-Dade airport. Democratic Congressman Hakeem Jeffries of New York. He is chairman of the House Democratic Caucus. Shout out to LaGuardia. They've done a great job, by the way, at our airport. You still have to walk a little ways as they finish the construction, but the airport looks great.
A little
great
ways?
job.
You got to walk to Pennsylvania.
They're still working on it, Joe. They're still working on it. So, Congressman, let's talk broadly about the way things are going in House races. Do you have any hope that you may hang on to the House? All the odds say that this is going to Republicans.
Well, I'm very hopeful. There are close races all across the country, but our incumbent candidates, our red to blue candidates, are battling. Many of them are battle tested, won tough races in 18 and 20. We do have a track record of accomplishment that we can run on in terms of what we've already done: the American Rescue Plan, the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, CHIPS and Science Act, gun safety legislation for the first time in 30 years, and the Inflation Reduction Act. Now, I cite those accomplishments not to say reward us, but to say trust us. We have done the work. We have made a difference in the lives of everyday Americans, but we also recognize that there's more work that needs to be done, and we have a track record that demonstrates we have the ability to do it.
And have you made the argument, do you think, people running, Democrats running, have made the argument about the alternative strongly enough? Kevin McCarthy has already said, if I'm the House Speaker, I'm going to use the debt ceiling as a negotiating tool. We're going to probably stop funding Ukraine the way we've been funding Ukraine. Not to mention, we're going to launch impeachment hearings against the sitting president of the United States. From your view, what is the alternative if you all lose the House?
Well, the alternative are the extreme MAGA Republicans who are extreme on reproductive freedom. They don't believe in it. We believe that a woman has the right and the freedom to make her own reproductive health care decisions. They want to impose a nationwide ban and criminalize abortion. We believe in Social Security and Medicare. They actually want to detonate it. They've said clearly, we will end it in 5 years, and in fact, we'll tank the economy, hold it hostage in order to extract pain on the seniors of this country by blowing up Social Security and Medicare. And of course, we actually believe in democracy. We think it's good for America, good for the country, good for the middle class, good for stability, good for our economy. They apparently don't believe in it anymore.
Congressman, crime is an issue that I know you understand and live with within your district. But why is it that so many Democrats seem not to have understood the power of that as an issue as it has come up over the last 2 to 3 weeks? I mean, when someone is pushed from a subway in front of a subway train in New York, the resonance is in Cleveland, it's in Wisconsin, it's in North Carolina. Why is it that so many Democrats seem not to have recognized that as an issue?
Well, it's a visceral issue. It's a powerful one. And the Republicans, of course, demagogue it. Many of my colleagues all across the country actually have the support of local law enforcement on the ground. And in these campaigns that are playing themselves out, and I've been all over the country, in North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, recently New England, on the way to a few states during the latter part of this week, our candidates do recognize the importance of the issue, have talked about the Biden record and our vision for public safety, which I think is threefold. One, we have to strengthen the relationship between the police and the community and make sure that law enforcement has the resources to get the job done. Two, we need to get these guns out of our communities, off our streets, because they've been flooding far too many neighborhoods and they cause catastrophic harm. And three, we need to invest in programs like violence interruption initiatives that have a proven track record of promoting public safety.
Is the defund the police slogan, is this still like an anchor around the neck of the Democratic Party?
Not really. I mean, the Republicans are trying to use it here and there. But given the fact that in many cases, the actual relationship between incumbent Democratic members of Congress or candidates and law enforcement is strong with a proven track record, it's falling on deaf ears in my view.
Congressman, I know you have to be hopeful about Democrats holding the House, but the numbers just aren't looking that good right now. And we were talking off camera about how there's so much dysfunction within the Republican caucus right now, just different factions that don't work together. Particularly, you can see the looming battle on Ukraine funding. What kind of policies do you think that Republicans could actually get behind, or do you think it would be more dysfunction in their new Congress?
Well, it's going to be demagoguery, delay, destruction, dysfunction. That's the Republican playbook at this particular point in time. No one can point out a single idea, vision, agenda item that they've actually articulated to deal with the issues that the American people confront in terms of lowering costs, dealing with inflationary dynamics, gas prices. We actually have an agenda to lower costs, fight for better paying jobs, and safer communities. We have a track record to show we can do that work, but we also understand that there's a need to lean in further, lower child care costs, lower health care costs, lower housing costs, and there's just no evidence that the Republicans have a plan to get behind doing the business of the people.
House Democratic Caucus Chairman, Congressman Hakeem Jeffries of New York, thanks for coming in this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.